Welcome back to my newest series. It's going to be happening on the channel. We're pretty much going to be showing you how correctly to use all legends, or like kind of be a more proper rank list. I've already fully pre-designed this, but let's do this. And we are obviously starting off with Lifeline, but before we got to design who's going next time, well, it's going to be, well, wait for it, Caustic or Gibraltar. If you comment G, you are voting for Gibraltar. If you comment C, you are voting for Caustic. You got one vote. You cannot vote for them both. And let's get right into the video of 5 parts. Part 1, overview. Lifeline, the only support character right now in the game, though, but is coming. She has some sick abilities about healing. She has some of the best skins in the game, like the Painkiller, Guardian Angel, Green Widow, and I know I have another skin for her. Wait, I thought I had another skin for her. Green Widow and... oh yeah, Health Drain. Those are just some of the skins that I got for Lifeline. I think they're all amazing, even though that most of them are just blue or epics. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about that. So that was the quick overview of Lifeline. Again, pretty good character. Now, it's time for part 2, overlook of abilities. Her passive is Combat Medic. Revive knockdown teammates faster while protected by a shield wall. Healing items are used 20% faster. Find extra supplies inside blue supply bins. It's just a deadly ability. Like, seriously, it has, like, I don't know, 4 stuff just in her passive. Amazing. Her tactical ability, Dock Heal Drone. The drone of Compassion Dock heals those near it over time. Her care package is her ultimate. Call in a drop pod full of high tier defensive gear. Pretty nice abilities, but she sadly is a ability that has low profile. Just sad. I think too many legends do have low profile. But we're not going to talk about that. Next thing we're going to be talking about is tips. Tips, how do I use her abilities correctly, like all that stuff. Let's first talk about tips about her passive. Passive, I really think this is one of the only passives that I'm actually going to be able to really give tips about. Use that knockdown shield to your advantage. And what I mean is, like, keep on reviving. If you're in, like, a gunfight, keep on reviving your teammates just to get a little bit of extra shield and cover, and then just come back up guns blazing. It's a deadly ability. Honestly, that's the only thing that I could really give you tips about, because all of the things rest are just, like, they're just a part of her set. Only really thing that I can give tips about. Tactical Dock Heal Drone. Pretty much, I think the best way to use this is spend a couple seconds while you're in a gunfight and, like, heal, like, send this thing out while you're in a gunfight or while your teammates are in a gunfight. Then you're getting, so if you're taking damage, you're still getting health by that Dock Drone. And honestly, just dealing more damage. Definitely if you have an Evo, that's even a more god combo. Just one tip about this, it can heal enemies. So make sure there isn't enemies. Just if you're going to leave your Dock Drone, make sure it's well protected so that enemies don't take it. And her ultimate care package. Another one, it just gotta kind of be hard one to do. Pretty much call this in at the beginning of the game. It's the best time to use it. Kind of a more bad thing to use it like later game. You can still use it later game. make sure it's like outside of the ring. I have to say that, so it's harder for enemies to see it. You might be taking some storm damage, or ring damage. But hey, you don't see it. It doesn't really blow your cover. And also, using it in gunfight, it can get you cover. It's honestly really good. That's how you can use her a little bit defensively. Okay, now it's time for part 4. Nerfs / buffs. Even though that this is my main, I always play her everything. I am going to give her a nerf. This is going to be a nerf to her passive ability. And this is just the main reason why is because make it so that her revive shield can break, but it can like slowly recharge on health. Why I'm saying this is because I have ran into some lifelines that just spam this, like the shield, and then I can't do anything. And yes, I sometimes do that. We don't have to talk about that. And also at the same time, I'm going to give a buff to Combat Medic. Make it so that she can move her shield. Like, make it so that while she's reviving, she can, like, move her shield from, like, okay, so it's straight forward, and then she can move it left, then, she can kind of move it in a certain radius. I think that would be very good for her passive ability, allowing her, maybe even would make it lifeline to spam that more. Tactical heal drone. Buff, make it so that I can't heal enemies. Cannot just say how many times I've had enemies healed off my drone, and I don't even know it. And then all of a sudden they're coming back into the fight and they're wrecking me. That's really the only thing that I got to say about the drone. And maybe make it. Oh yeah, this was a little concept that I had that I think would be good. Make it like a little pet, so when you chuck it out, it would like follow you. It would just be a lot easier to bring into teammates, let them get heals for that entire duration, and would also help her go more aggressive, because then you get moving heals. Think that might be a little overpowering, but hey, it would be good for her ability. Ultimate buff, maybe allow her to choose what item she wants. And maybe make it, and also in her buff, make it so that it like doesn't pop up a beam of light. I've always get usually ambushed by doing that. And also in her buff, just completely get rid of low profile. I don't think, personally for me, I don't think she deserves it. I mainly think because of her legs hitbox, of what I know. But that's it for part 4. That's it for buffs / nerfs. I'm giving her a lot of buffs. I have to say, I think, even though that she's my main, even though that she is probably the best character in the game, she's the only healing character, I think she deserves a lot of buffs. I think they need to make her more of a healing-based character. And honestly, I feel like she's more of an aggressive character. Seriously, just please give her buffs, Apex Legends, or Apex Legend. Please give her buffs. Because, honestly, she feels more like a attack legend. Yeah, that's another tip. Just use her as an attack legend. And now it's time for the final thing. What do I think in ranking her with all the other legends? Well, first thing, she's obviously automatically going to be number 1. Mainly because we haven't done any other legends, so how else would she be any other number? But don't worry, there is going to be changes. There is going to be massive changes. That old Apex Legends ranked video, don't worry. I think that's like completely wrong. It was kind of rushed. I have to say so myself. And what do I think about? I think that she works well with a lot of team compositions. She works well with attack Like, she works well with the attack team. She also works well with the campy team. With constant heals. Maybe even pair up with Watson. And she also is just an amazing legend right now because obviously you can't carry as much heals. And yeah, I just think if she's just gonna, I think honestly she's gonna need some buffs very, very soon. Maybe even with the launch of Season 5, I hope she gets some buffs. But that's gonna be it for the video. Make sure you comment G if you want Gibraltar to be next, or C if you want Caustic to be next. But votes will be counted on Friday. So, well, see you later. Subscribe, leave a like, turn on the notification bell, and just saying, HSS coming for ya.